Ang COVID-19 ay panibagong kontrabida sa buhay nating mga Pilipino.
Habang unti-unti tayong bumabangon muli, patuloy ang laban natin dito.
Para matalo natin ang kontrabida, we can beat the solusyon.
Kaya mong maging bida, basta susundin ito.
B. Bawal walang mask.
I. Sanitize sa mga kamay. Iwas hawak sa mga bagay.
D. Dumistansya ng 1 metro.
A. Alamin ang totoong impormasyon tungkol sa COVID-19.
Protektahan natin ang sarili at mga mahal sa buhay.
Be the solusyon sa COVID-19.
Previously on Wellness Wednesday.
Kailangan magpa-check. But of course, still, you need to be checked. But then, if you can prevent, much better.
Yes.
Pag nagkakaroon tayo ng colds and coughs, syempre, we have a formation of phlegm.
Wellness Wednesdays with Organic. We care because you matter.
In support to DOH Bida Solusyon campaign.
Caught me scratching there. Anyways, good evening, afternoon to everyone. Happy December. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. For those of you just tuning in, please don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video so that all of your friends can see. Also, we just wanted to announce that if you saw the video earlier, our hashtag United for Ulysses effort, we were able to donate to Rizal and the province, the communities up there. And as of last Friday, we were also able to reach out to communities within Marikina. So we just wanted to say thank you so much for your help. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. So anyways, let's move on. So first of all, with our Facebook game. So for those, again, just joining in, please don't forget to like, comment, and share. And most especially, comment on how many Organic Acai freeze-dried capsules, both our 30s and our 60s bottles, do you see in this picture? The lucky winners will be able to get an Organic gift pack, which includes the following. So your choice of either the acai coffee or the acai choco, and I highly recommend both. And as well as our blister pack of capsules, our pack of 10. And it's all going to be packed into this wonderful organic gift bag. So don't forget to comment your answers below so that you can get a chance to win all of these new products that we have. Plus, we're only going to have 5 winners, so you better comment soon. Anyways, so this Wellness Wednesday will be about heart attacks. 'Tis the season to be jolly, supposedly, and heart attacks. So we're going to be talking about why heart attacks spike up during the holidays. Now, I know it's a stressful time and an emotional time for a lot of people, especially during this year, 2020. It's been quite a year. There's so much going on, here in 2020. So you're not sure whether you can even see your family or friends for holidays. Anong plano? Like, will you have to have a plan? Ang trabaho nyo, like, am I gonna get my salary? What? So much going on. So it's no wonder that a lot of stress has been put on your heart, both literally and figuratively, in addition to the holiday eating. So we have here to explain to us, see Dr. Sunny Valoria, our integrative medicine expert, as integrative medicine specialist, and our wellness expert. Now, for those of you who have been following our Wellness Wednesday for quite some time, are already familiar with Dr. Valoria. And for those of you who are just tuning in, please let's give him a big welcome round of applause. So welcome, Doc.
Hello, Luisa. Good afternoon, and to all the listeners and viewers within the country and outside of the country, I know. Good afternoon to everyone.
Hi, Doc. Thanks for
Hello.
coming in. How's your
Yes.
first week of December going?
Yeah. Well, it's only the second day as usual. There is stress, there is traffic. It's the other way around. So much traffic, that's a form of stress.
Exactly.
So that's also as a factor for your heart. Yeah.
Exactly, Doc. So before moving
Yeah.
on to all of the factors that can contribute to heart attack, let's first talk about what is heart attack, Doc.
Heart attack actually is the impediment or blockage of flow of blood to any part of the heart. No, it can occur. Statistically, they are saying right now, heart attack is when it comes to age, younger ones are even having the heart attack at even younger age. No, but before it used to be only among the elderly. No, but they found out that the younger ones also have. Second, statistically, they found it is more common also among women, particularly postmenopausal women. No, so those are the common findings right now. And of course, the third, one of the complication or cause of death among COVID-19 is heart attack also.
So we'll get to all of those points a bit more in our Wellness Wednesday discussion, Doc. But so for us, knowing that nearly anyone can get a heart attack, young or old, right? How would we know if we have a heart attack?
Yes.
What are the symptoms?
Well, it's common there is heaviness or tightness in the chest. No, there can be some feeling of numbness or electricity on the left arm. There could be something like discomfort or pressure. I have said that already. No, the discomfort or heaviness also particularly it can be in the jaw. It can be at the back or in the left arm particularly. There could be a feeling of fullness or indigestion. So you have to differentiate it. Is it just heartburn or actual heart attack itself? No? And then sweating, cold sweating, as they say so. There can be also feeling of vomiting or dizziness, severe weakness, anxiety, fatigue, or shortness of breath. What do you mean by shortness of breath? You just walk a little step, it's already very hard for you to move, that you're already having your chest pain, no? And then fast or uneven heartbeat or even palpitation. These are the common signs of heart attack. But there are studies coming out right now that the signs can come even, particularly for women, even as early as 1 year. However, ordinary people do not mind it at all. But that could be a sign already of impending heart attack. Unlike for the male, most in many cases it's more abrupt, sudden manifestations. But for the women, they find out that it can be more than a year or two already. That gradually the patient feels about it. Mhm.
Right. And so, Doc, you said that it might feel like a heartburn, no? Now, in the holidays, it's really common to get heartburn. So and heart attack. So how will we be able to differentiate whether what we're experiencing is heart attack, bato,
Heartburn.
or heartburn?
Well, the thing about heartburn, no, when you burp or when you remove, when you was able to discharge air through the anus or to your mouth, your chest is relieved from the pain or heaviness. That's the common signs. And then, if the patient is actually having a feeling of acid in the mouth or something like a blunt taste in the mouth, that could also be a sign that acid is going up. No, the mechanism actually in the heartburn is actually the acid is going up to the mouth and it hello. Yes. uh, the gas is actually going up in the mouth and then it passes up in front of the heart, and that's the reason why the patient is also having that chest pain. But the gas actually pushes up the stomach, and then when it pushes up the stomach, it might as well push also the heart, and that's the reason there is compression. So when there is a compression, then the patient is feeling of tightness on the chest. But once the gas is already removed or expelled, then the chest heaviness is already gone as well. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. Particularly, when you already, but if this is, I would say, chronic condition, meaning it goes on and off, particularly in matter of months already, or even in weeks, it's about time you have to see your cardiologist. First of all, to differentiate if this is ordinary heartburn or is there already organic problem within the heart. So that's the first thing you have to establish. Kasi napakahirap. They are even saying that heart attack is traidor. It can come anytime. We cannot tell exactly when it is coming. But if you have something like predisposing or risk factors and you're feeling something on your chest, it's about time that you should always have a regular checkup. No, you go to your cardiologist for you to have the checkup, so you can undergo the necessary laboratory examinations that are necessary for you to be done. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Uh, the foremost is what we said earlier, chest pain or chest heaviness. No, it can extend to at the back, at the level of the heart. At the same time, there can be heaviness and the feeling of the jaw, on the neck, more pertaining on the left side of the body, and even the arms. No, there can be feeling of numbness or something like electricity feeling on particularly on the left arm. For the female, there could also be a feeling of always having the anxiety feeling, and then there could also be a feeling of fatigue, and then there could also a feeling of vomiting or exhaustion, particularly which are more common among women, no? Because they are saying there could be different symptoms among men and women, no? For the men, it's common just the chest pain or heaviness. That is the most frequent manifestations for the men, no? Mhm. Hello? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Could you tell us a bit
Yeah.
more about the ano ba yung contributing factors sa heart attack?
Okay. Particularly when you say contributing factor, Does the patient have other premorbid condition? Meaning, is he or she suffering from other conditions? No? What we call these are the high risk contributing factors. No? This could be the high risk patients, particularly those having diabetes or elevated blood sugar, which is remain to be uncontrolled. And then, particularly if the patient always have the uncontrolled hypertension, those suffering from kidney problems, that's why heart attack is common also for patients having the dialysis. And then, of course, the stress. And then right now, our topic is about the Christmas, the holiday weight gain. You eat so much, and then you do not
Yeah.
do so much of exercise. And then don't forget about your medication. And then we should also add alcohol and smoking. Those are also risk factors for the to have a heart attack. Now, if you have a combination that particularly you already have a diabetes, you already have the hypertension, you still smoke, and you eat a lot of fatty foods, and then you take more cold drinks, then the higher the risk that you can have a heart attack. So
Yes,
as much as
Doc.
possible, minimize all of those as much as you can.
Yes. But pero Doc, parang during the holidays, it's a combination of all of this, no? Kasi during
Yes,
the holidays, you are eating so much, and then at the same time,
yes,
stress ka because work just finished, your family is over, and then you're drinking, and then
yes,
wala kayong exercise, and then skipping
yes.
meds because
Uh,
holiday schedule is different. For
uh,
example, kung inumin, then you're probably
mm,
not going to be
yeah.
taking your medicines.
Mm,
So,
uh-huh.
yeah, Doc, it
Uh,
sounds like the holidays are
uh,
very
well,
dangerous for our heart.
well, actually, just to differentiate in ordinary condition and as to what's happening during
Mhm.
Christmas season, no? So one factor could be stress.
Right.
Secondary, if having enough sleep, that's also another factor, no? And then you keep on drinking alcohol, and then you keep on smoking, and we have so much different kinds of food available right now, no? And this
Yes,
kind
Doc.
of food are so rich. Are you fond of bacon, ham, and all the different sweets or pastries? Those are contributory you might have a
Yes,
heart
Doc.
attack. One person is at higher risk to have a heart attack because there are two conditions. No, one thickening of the blood itself. Once these two are already present, meaning the blood is thickened because of mataba, masebang mantikang pagkain, maalat at matatamis. At the same time ay nagkaroon siya ng vasoconstriction secondary to uncontrolled hypertension, then he has a higher risk to have a heart attack or even stroke, no? So
Yes.
these are the things we have to consider during this season, no? So as much as
Yes.
possible, I'm not telling you to eat those kind of food right away, but rather all the time, no? But rather you can have it, but everything should be taken in moderation. That's the
Yes.
formula. Everything should be taken in moderation, and do not, as much as possible, take so much cold drinks or food already because the season is already quite cold, no?
Yes, Doc. So,
Uh-huh.
Doc, before moving on to the next subtopic over here, I just want to give a shout out to
Yeah.
all of our viewers right now. So let's just read the comments. So, oh my gosh, we have so many comments. So we have
Mhm.
here Love Atanante Balmedina. She's trying to compete in our Facebook game. Good luck on winning. We have Narcisa Pepito. We have Beth Tadad. And then we have Vivi Pepito. We have Ditas Emperador Tolentino, who I know has seen some of our other Wellness Wednesdays. So thanks for watching again. We have Sarah Bautista Sapida. Sarah actually has a question over here, Doc, if we want to answer
Yeah.
it. She says, is it true that if you are overweight, possible attack?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Because kapag overweight ka, nahihirapan ang puso mo. Kaya nga ano eh, lahat ng heart patient, it is required, the cardiologist always try to tell you, you have to maintain your ideal weight.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot to mention that obesity is a big factor that you can have a heart attack. So
Right.
try to achieve your ideal weight. How can you have the ideal weight? Are you having lots of exercise? That could be one thing. Second, are you taking too much of carbohydrates? Because carbohydrates converts into fats, and that's make you more obese. No, so limit particularly fatty foods as well as if you can try the exercise. Even actually, exercise is very important for cardiac or heart patients. In fact, after a patient have a heart attack, right away, the patient is given a particular form of exercise, that's what we call cardiac exercise. No? It's a must that the patient should have to start, really have to start already exercising even after the heart attack, even if it's even done being already at the hospital. Right away, after 2 to 3 days, the patient is advised to have a cardiac exercise.
Yes, Doc. So, if yung overweight or obese and then yung mga diabetes are at high risk of heart attack, what else? Who else is at
Yeah.
higher risk for heart attack?
Okay. Anything uncontrolled. I mentioned earlier, if your sugar is uncontrolled, diabetes, no? If your hypertension is uncontrolled, patients suffering from any form of kidney problem, that's why heart attack is common also among dialysis patients. In fact, there are patients who have the heart attack right in the dialysis center. That really happens, no? So again, I keep on reiterating, no? Because there are so many patients simultaneously. They have diabetes, they have hypertension, so they double the jeopardy. The higher the risk that they have, no? And then, of course, there's another condition when the patient himself already particularly have a specific heart problem. And then another risk for women, no? They found out that women who have already undergone menopause has the higher risk of having the heart attack. It has something to do with the estrogen, the level of estrogen. So estrogen level particularly can help to control the having the diabetes. And another thing, which is very common in ordinary person or anybody can have, no, is the stress. And there are so many kinds of stress, no. When you have stress, you produce the hormone cortisol, and it makes your heart overwork already, no, when you have the cortisol. Now, when you're stressed, particularly, it can be in the form, no, uh, lack of sleep can be a form of stress, no, and then too much exertion or activity, working more than 10, 12 hours, those can also be stress. And it's not only that, it can be mental or emotional stress also. Now, if you're going to combine all these different kinds of stress, and then you have diabetes, and then you have hypertension, again, the higher risk that you may have the heart attack. And that's the very reason why a heart attack patients more happen even at a younger age, because the lifestyle now is so different
Yes.
as compared stressful as
Yes.
compared right now. Why? Because the kabataan or adults tend to be making puyat, di ba? Particularly those working at the call center. So that's a big stress for them. Kasi you should normally follow the rhythm of your body, biorhythm of the body. Eat, sleep during the night, and then be awake during the day. But now those working at the call center, normally they have to be awake working in the evening, and then they have to sleep during the day, which is against the natural biorhythm of the body.
Yes. Okay, Doc. So if I am one of these higher risk groups, no, and then my holiday lifestyle is overeating, no exercise, skipping medicine, stress, most likely, most likely when I experience those heart attack symptoms, such as tightness of chest, I will have that's a heart attack. But for sure, how do we diagnose it, Doc? What are the common methods to diagnose it for us who are maybe not as sure?
Well, it starts with the ECG.
Mhm.
Uh, well, it starts with the ECG. What does ECG mean? Electrocardiogram, no?
Yes.
It tries to determine the pathway of kuryente or electricity in your heart, specifically in your heart, no? Then when you can do the ultrasound and even your X-ray that can, and then to the echo, and then for extreme cases to the echo electro, what you call it, the one try to see also the pathway of the blood vessel. I forgot the name, sorry, it's not the tip of my tongue. Cardiac catheterization, that's already a form of angiogram. Angiogram. So it starts with the ECG, then there could also be an ultrasound just to see already how big is your size, the size of your heart, or even you can see that also in the chest X-ray. Echocardiography, this particularly traces the flow of the blood within the heart itself. Blood test, you have the CPK-MDA, that's specifically for the heart. If that shows if the patient has an impending heart attack or the heart attack is ongoing, no? And then the cardiac catheterization, or as I mentioned earlier, angiogram, that's already to trace which part of heart blood vessel is already blocked. Those are the
Right.
common types.
Right. So, Doc, if this is how you diagnose a heart attack, and we don't want to get to that point, how do we prevent a heart attack?
Well, the first thing you have to do, no, uh, control the blood pressure, control
Yes.
the sugar, and then in short, you have to, because if there's some pertaining or impending heart attack, there is the thickening of the blood. So the first
Mm-hmm.
thing that doctor gives the blood thinner particularly so it won't coagulate. No? Second, they have to give something which particularly vasodilate the blood vessel. Vasodilation means increasing the diameter of the heart itself. No? And that's one thing good about organic acid berry. You know, Luisa, I've been using organic acid berry for the past 11 years, no? And then I use this patient
Yes.
particularly for patient which was already diagnosed to
Yes.
have as the cardiologist said, you have to do bypass or angioplasty. So these
Yes.
conditions actually are high risk to have a heart attack. When you say bypass, meaning there are already at least four blood vessels which are blocked already.
Mm-hmm.
When they say angioplasty, there could be two or three blood vessels which are blocked already. However, after giving organic acid to them, it helped and they do not have to undergo the process of angioplasty or bypass already.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's very, very efficient. That's really
Yeah,
good.
that's very good. So, Doctor,
Yeah,
we have here a question from Nikki
yeah.
BP Rosales. She said, ano po dapat gawin ngayong holidays?
The question is quite vague. What, in terms of health or what? I cannot understand what you mean. So,
I
what you
think
mean?
I think what Nikki means here, Doc, is how should we enjoy the holidays, but
Uh,
also not put ourselves at the risk of heart attack.
uh, Well, you should eat in moderation. That's the first thing
Yes.
you have to do. No? Do some exercise. You have to sweat. Not necessarily. It depends actually on the weight and to control your body weight. That can be as much as possible. Avoid stress. Again,
Yes.
there are so many conditions. You already have the other conditions, and then suddenly there are additional stress which can stimulate or be a big factor to having the heart attack. There are
Yes.
cases actually, why did they have attack? Nagalit because of anger na, and then the patient had heart attack. Anger is a big stress for the body, for the heart
Yeah.
itself. Na? Mm.
Yes. And not only
Mm.
that, but stress is also a contributing factor to a lot of other diseases, no, Doc? Besides
Yes,
heart attack. We don't really want to
yes,
aggravate that.
yes.
Yes.
Particularly hypertension, that could be stress. Even asthma, it can be brought about by stress. And even cancer, those can be
Yes.
brought about by stress. Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
So, Doc, we have another question here from Love Atanante Balmedina. She says, are there any certain diets that I need to follow to avoid having a heart attack? And prior to that, is a heart attack hereditary?
No, not necessarily a heart attack is hereditary, but if there is a heart condition, heart
Mhm.
disease, that's hereditary, but necessarily the heart attack. Now, he was asking about the diet, no? Particularly, if you want to be healthy, you should have 80% more on fruits and vegetables and only 20% about meat products, no? So that's the most
Yes.
ideal diet, huh? And take more foods which are blood thinning. What are these blood thinning foods? No? Can be spices, particularly turmeric. It can be ginger. And then what is the blood thickening? Cause ng heart attack o nagpapalapot ng dugo, no? The term there, palapot ng dugo, it can be, are you fond of too much sweets, too much dairy products, too much fatty foods, and too much salty food? Avoid as much as you can.
Yes, I agree, Doc. Actually, interesting fact is, I actually recently gave up beef. Yes, so actually, super mahilig ako sa beef, Doc. I love my steak and stuff, but it's not very good for us, no? Especially come holiday season. I've already been pre-celebrating the holidays with lots of steak. So I am concerned for my health there, Doc. Yes. And then, Doc, we have another question here from Gian Valentona who says, will drinking hot water help reduce heart attack? I think this is an urban myth, or is it true?
Yes, that's a good question. You know, I have mentioned about vasoconstriction earlier. What is vasoconstriction? It is actually the lumen or the size of the diameter of the blood vessel is lessened, no? Nagbabara yan. You have that vasoconstriction, particularly if you're so much fond of cold drinks and food, no? But if you're going to take something warm or lukewarm, particularly there will be vasodilation. Ibig sabihin, lalapad yung daloyan ng dugo, no? Just imagine this, no? You buy, let's say, a kilo of meat, no? Or pork, no? You put it ordinarily in the table. You can see the volume of that meat is big. Once you put that on the freezer, it is much constricted, contracted already, it becomes smaller. So the same way for the body, no? That's why I have seen so many cases that they do not necessarily have to go the angioplasty or bypass, but the condition is secondary only to excess exposure of cold condition. Cold condition in terms of environment and in terms of food, no? Because there are so many patients, particularly the elderly, who cannot drink hot or lukewarm water, no? I have seen so many cases, we stop anything cold, no? Cold drinks or anything na cold, and then mas gumaganda yung pakiramdam niya. And that's guaranteed, no? I have seen so many cases, they were not able, and they did not have any more the procedure. Just follow, you take always something lukewarm or mainit para sa katawan, it can help your heart.
Oh, I see, Doc. Is that why ang mga lolas natin and lolos are always like, you have to drink warm water, no cold water? Yes.
Then I have another trivia for you, Luisa, no?
Yes.
Heart attack and stroke is also common at the comfort room or the toilet. Why?
Oh,
yes. The thing about is once, let's say ikaw ay piyat or under stress, pagkatapos once the cold condition of water touches your head, it alters the electricity of your body, no? And that's the reason they can have the heart attack or stroke. So, the first thing you have to do, particularly kung puyat ka palagi, you're under stress, babasain mo or you wet first yung below your navel or yung, ano sa Tagalog yung navel natin, yung pusod, no?
Yes.
Navel or pusod. Wet it for about 1 minute before wetting any part of your body. That is your thermoregulator. And it will make you feel much better. Because there are some people who can hardly take a bath because once they take a bath, they will feel so stressed already and so fatigued already. Particularly if they use tabo. You know what tabo is?
yes.
Tabo. And then when you put your left arm up higher than your head, the more that they will get fatigue or going to have chest problem, and that's guaranteed.
Oh, I see. So we should be cautious also about that, Doc, no? Because it's a risk as well.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the Filipinos are so fond of using the tabo. Oh.
Yes, we are. So, Doc, we have another question here from Kirk Lazarus. Now, Kirk says here, can organic help prevent clogging of arteries?
Yes. Particularly if you're having chest pain, you will take 1/4 cup right away and the chest pain will be removed. That's guaranteed. I have seen so many patients with that. They already have precondition of heart problem, and then I instruct them that when you feel something on your chest, you take 1/4 cup, because normally we just give 2 tablespoons 2 times a day, no? Pero if you have heart problem, once you feel some heaviness in your chest, you take right away 1/4 cup immediately, or even you can add more than that, and your chest heaviness will be relieved. That's guaranteed. Within 2 to 5 minutes, that will be relieved.
Interesting, Doc. So, how does organic acai help to prevent the clogging of arteries and help to assist with heart attack? So, ano ba
Okay.
yung mechanism?
When it's talking about the COVID artery, COVID pandemic, actually, most of patients who die secondary COVID complication, it can be acute respiratory problem, failure, or heart attack. No, acute respiratory failure or heart attack. Now, the mechanism then is that there is a development of hematoma or blotching. When you say hematoma, sa Tagalog, pasa, no? Where there is extravasation of blood to the muscle itself, no? So that's the cause of death, heart attack, and then in acute respiratory failure. Now, the mechanism I could see about organic acid then as to how it can help, because it is rich in anthocyanin. And anthocyanin helps in the repair on the intima of the blood vessel. So there won't be extravasation, or the blood won't be coming out of the tissue. So I think that's the best mechanism I can think of why it can help coronavirus patient. Second, as we all know, we always say coronavirus, the best protection is to boost the immune system. And organic acid berry is rich in different vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and so forth, and that can help you to boost immunity. Just to name some, no? Omega-3, 6, 9, and high dose of vitamin C. So it can be been used also as a prevention. And then prevention, of course, is the part of possible complication, which is the heart.
Yes. Okay, Doc. So, I just want to talk more about the COVID and heart attack. Could you tell us bakit risk group sila yung COVID-19 patients?
Sorry, I didn't get it.
Bakit risk group sila yung mga COVID-19 patients, risk for heart attack?
That's the mechanism, no? Because there is extravasation of blood. When you say extravasation, the blood goes up or goes out of the blood vessel and goes to the tissue. And
Right.
it flooded the blood's the tissue. Now, what does organic acid berry? It repairs the intima or the lining of the blood vessel, so the blood won't go out of the blood vessel. No?
Right.
Now, your question, why is heart attack a common complication? Again, the cause is because of the hematoma or damage being done of the extravasation of the blood itself. No? So
Right.
it can go out of the lung tissue coming from the blood vessel of the lung, or it can go out of the heart tissue coming out from the heart blood vessel. No? So that is the cause of the death. No? And these two are the common. No? You try to see the research on that. Hematoma
Yes.
is the term common from autopsy. They found out why the patient died of secondary complication from coronavirus. So organic acid can help to prevent that hematoma. That's a mechanism.
Yes, and I think we've seen, Doc, a lot of cases in the news or people here who know someone who passed away due to COVID, no? Yeah, a lot of them know generally is heart attack and heart failure. For example, they're discharged from the hospital, they think they're okay, and then heart attack. So it's very unfortunate. So, Doc, if we do get heart attacks, is there anything that can be done about them in that moment? What should we do when we are experiencing a heart attack, or someone with us is experiencing a heart attack?
As I mentioned earlier, no, if you're suspecting that this could be an impending heart attack, no, you can give right away acai berry. You give 1/4 cup acai berry, give it to the patient. And now, if you at signs that really could be an impending heart attack, the patient's left arm could be numb, or there is a feeling of electricity. Now, what you can do is actually pinch the what we call it under your
Here, Doc?
yes. What's that?
Like the armpit,
Underarm.
yung kili-kili? Yung
Yeah,
kilikili.
underarm. Underarm.
Yes.
The deepest part of your underarm, no? Pinch it very, very, not light, no? But very
Very, very hard.
hard. Very, very hard pinch it because the patient will not feel it at all. Not, they won't feel it anything. No? That will help to control or stop the heart attack. Okay?
Okay,
That's
okay.
based on Chinese medicine. So again, pinch or push your even push your palm or your middle finger very hard to the right in the middle, the deepest part of your what again? Kilikili.
Yeah, kilikili, right here?
Underarm.
Yes.
Underarm. And then you have to bring right away the patient to the hospital.
Right. Okay. And then I'm assuming, no, that because I've heard this from other first aid classes that I've taken, is that you just let them rest for a bit while waiting for the hospital, no?
Yes, yes, yes. And that it's always an emergency. Huh? You don't because every minute counts when you have that already. Particularly if the patient says, "I can hardly breathe already," you must bring the patient right away to the nearest hospital.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Doc. I think we're coming to a close here soon. So, do you have any final words for us, especially as we're approaching the holiday season and the risk is increasing for a lot of us? No, a lot of us are risk groups. So, Filipino in a tropical country, tabo, women, menopausal age, stress, coronavirus, or diabetes, hypertension, overweight. Yeah.
Well, the first thing you have to do, no, do not forget about the medication if the doctors particularly have given you, particularly if you are at a heart condition.
Yes.
Second, I can let you eat, but you should take everything in moderation. And then take as much as possible. Ideal diet is about 80% should be more based on vegetables and fruits. And then you try to maintain your ideal body weight. Mag-exercise, magpapawis kung kinakailangan ideally, no? And of course, medyo importante pero minsan mahirap gawin. Avoid as much possible as stress. Because I myself is encountering stress every day. Whenever I'm traffic going to the clinic, to the office, no? That's already 2 hours for me, which is supposed to be only 10 minutes. It takes me 2 hours already. That's already a big stress for me.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Doc. And I agree. If you can prevent anything here in the holiday seasons, try not to stress everybody. Don't forget it's a time for you to be able to spend with your loved ones and to enjoy good food, just not too much of it. So thank you, Doc, for joining us today, despite technical difficulties. No.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Doc. Have a great day.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, so I think that was also a learning experience for me as well as probably for you guys. Kung may takeaways ba kayo, you can also let us know in the comments below. What's your biggest takeaway here? And then if you have any more questions for Doc or myself, you can also put that in the comments, as well as any suggestions for our upcoming Wellness Wednesday topics. So yeah, heart attacks. I'm going to be careful of that one. Good thing I already gave up meat. I mean, not meat, beef lang. Still going to have chicken and pork. Cannot miss out on the lechon. So, for the winners of our Facebook game, we're going to be pulling that up real soon. I already saw there were a lot of comments. Okay, it's up here. Oh, while we're waiting for the winners actually to pile in, we'll just give you guys the last few minutes for a chance to win. So comment right now. And if you haven't already shared this and liked this, don't forget to tag your friends. Maybe they want to win also. So, as you know, 12/12 is coming up. We have a sale. We have special offers exclusive to our website, www.organic.com.ph. So from December 10 to December 20, we have free nationwide shipping. That's amazing. So with free nationwide shipping and with social distancing, you can be able to send your loved ones the gift of health, especially after this hectic 2020. Not only that, but you will be able to save up to, I think, 2,742 pesos with our promos on our website. So that's a bit more than our premium blend. I don't have the bottle here right now, but that's a bit more than our premium blend, our top seller. We also have 12/12 promos on Lazada and Shopee, so you can check those out as well, because I know you guys like to shop there. I know I do. So, okay, that's our nationwide shipping. And if you aren't able to gift your friends something, then why not sell them something? Understandably, it's been a difficult economy for most of us, no? We may not be able to have the extra cash to be able to send our loved ones a gift, but we can give it to them at a discounted price. We can sell it to them at a discounted price. So, if you love our products and you want to share it with everyone, then we invite you to try to be one of our resellers. Please check us out at Olani PH on Facebook to be our official reseller. So now I think is the Facebook game. If we have our comments over here. Yes, so our winners. So I think that in total there were 8. Sorry, miscounting. There are 8 capsules for our winners. So let's just pull them up. I saw some people actually commented 8. Okay, so we have here our winners. Congratulations to everyone. Rosel CJ Menguito, or Guito, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Criselda Pines Ocliaso, Patricia Miranda, Babette Arcida, and then Jet Roman. So for our winners over here, congratulations. Either you get to keep these or you get to give them away as Christmas gifts. Wonderful, both ideas. So when we contact you, please don't forget to tell us which one you prefer, our acai choco or acai coffee. Both are highly recommended. It's really just a matter of preference. Quality is also top notch. Don't forget to also try out, oops, drop that over there. Try out our capsules to help prevent heart attacks, no? And then as well as if any of you are going out in the holidays in a safe way, for example, hiking, keep up that heart rate, then you can use our organic drawstring bag. All right. So I think that's it for this Wellness Wednesday. And I would just like to thank everyone for joining us over here. If you know someone who's probably in one of these at-risk groups, which there are a lot of, don't hesitate to share this video to them because who knows, maybe they might need it to be able to be more cautious of their holiday diet and holiday lifestyle and prevent heart attacks as well as treat them. So we have over here below also our contact number for inquiries and orders here at Globe and Sun. And you can also visit our website for more information as well as our social media pages here on Facebook and Instagram, and I believe we also have Twitter and YouTube. And we're also we're available in most of our major pharmacies and supermarkets. So I would just like to say again, thank you everyone for joining us. Don't forget to check us out on all of our pages, and most especially, while you still have time, get those Christmas gifts, free nationwide shipping while you're at it. So thanks for everyone for joining us here today.
Wellness Wednesdays with Organic. We care because you matter.